happy spring. We're here to talk about Easter, and what is Easter without the bunny rabbit? And not only that, but this is a gorgeous bunny rabbit because he's so happy and he's looking over my beautiful flowers. And I wanted to make an arrangement that was more, just natural and springy and everything and bright and with the good things to come with April, May, and June. How can you not have something bright? This is sort of a vegetative arrangement where you have the natural steel grass coming up and him looking over the flowers. I didn't want to leave this as boring old black. We added a little bit of yellow ribbon around it just to offset the gorgeous colors of it. And that will be the back. So now we're going to use the bunny, and you're going to decide where you want him to sit in the arrangement farther forward. I like things in thirds, so you know. So we'll put him kind of 1/3 of the way in, looking forward. All right. So now what you want to concentrate on really is the height, and that's where we're going to use some beautiful hybrid lilies. Okay. A little bit too tall there. Yeah, right about there. I think that'll work really well. And we'll put them right in the middle. Because to me, this is kind of like the flowers coming up behind it. Being springtime, stuff finally starts to come out in the garden. And I didn't make these all even at the top. I made them in all different lengths, and I used 3 of the lilies at the top there. All right, so the next step is to go beside it. I only leave these 2 like big areas of nothing. So we just added a little bit of the white iris. And I love the white iris. It was perfect just because it had a little tiny bit of yellow in there. And again, I just did it all the different lengths. I only used about 5 stems of freesia. You can use 3, you can use 10, depends on how large you're going to make your arrangement. I used some Gerbera daisies, and I like to shadow. I put them back here, just have a little interest back here. We're going to do a group of 3 gerbs. Right there. I got some lovely spray roses. And let's group right by the rabbit's foot. We don't want these coming out too far. I love the buds. You can never not use the buds. It's just part of the spray rose. It's part of the naturalness of it, and you don't want to take that away. And I'm going to use those buds a little bit later and see where we need them. And let's cluster some lilies. See, I'm just grabbing stuff and deciding, where do I want to put these things? Quite a few. Now I like the lilies. It's going to add a little dimension in that corner because, of course, they're going to come out a little taller than perhaps the flowers behind it. Again, I used some viburnum. Just clustered it sort of right in the front here. You can use hydrangea, any round flower. If you wanted to use, Gerbera daisies instead of viburnum or hydrangea because you don't have it in your shop, go ahead. If you want to use white carnations, go ahead. And the rest of this viburnum, I'm just going to put over here. I think I'll put them right up just a little taller. Add a little interest back into the arrangement. Excellent. All right, let's go on to some carnations. Now, I hear florists all the time saying, I don't like carnations. I can't use them. I have a hard time believing that. They are just spectacular. The color alone, never mind the fact they last forever, but just the color is scrumptious, to say the least. So let's do a beautiful cluster of these. Oh, look at that already. We were all very excited when I was making it in the shop. Oh, the girls were like, oh, teach me. So I told them they had to watch video. Let's cluster some roses there. Now these are a beautiful Alsmere gold that we've cleaned off. And they're just stunning. They open so fast though, These ones here, I find you working with them in your station in their opening, which doesn't bother me in the least. You can't really go wrong with this design. You just put the flowers where you think they belong. Oh, that looks lovely. Now, I've got some beautiful hypericum. You can stick that anywhere. I'm going to stick some here. Again, the green hypericum. We had this beautiful yellow color, and I used green in the other one, and I thought with this one, you know what? That is stunning. It's another shade of yellow, and it really seems to play well with the other yellow. They're all becoming friends. How are we doing? Oh, he's looking lovely. The other flower we have is we got some beautiful yellow alstroemeria. And remember, alstroemeria, the leaves tend to go first, so I do take some of them off. Although my problem is I love the naturalness of flowers, so I always feel bad when I'm taking the leaves off, and I go, I'm sorry. So you'll notice the different shades coming into play here beautifully. Some tulips, because you need spring, you have to have tulips, don't you think? There's so many things you can do with tulips nowadays, I can't even get started. I had a hard time deciding what to do for spring because it's such a fabulous time of the year, and tulips are a must. I could just do something all in tulips, wouldn't that be beautiful? And let's see, how do we come in here? Oh, beautiful. But what I do find, it seems to me that it needs something here. And I brought an Oncidium orchid because it's so branchy. I just want to make it a little wider, I don't know. It just, to me it needs a little balance. Maybe because it's such a heavy cluster here. There we go. In order to make it look natural, you need grass. Grass evokes that beautiful natural feeling. Mother Nature was thinking when she created half this stuff, eh? So this is steel grass I'm using. I chose it over bear grass because steel grass stands straight up, whereas bear grass tends to sort of fountain out. And I wanted something that just stood straight up and tall and proud and said, this is natural. And I think this is a fantastic, fantastic grass. The other thing I find is it's a little flat and uninteresting here. Even though it's beautiful, didn't say it was ugly, it's beautiful, but it just needs a little something of interest. So what I did, because when I finished the arrangement, I looked at it and went, ugh, not so cool. I just took some steel grass, as much as you like, or as little as you like, and I put it in, and I just sort of did a little loop-diddy-loop right there. Where do I want to bring it? It's kind of hard to tell from back here, but I'm going to bring it right into the corner here. Tuck it into my carnations. Because look how that just sort of, now you're looking through, it makes it more interesting down here. It's a little bit of a focal point. It's just not as bland. I like things that you can look through and you have to look beyond, because anytime you have to look into something, you get excited. I'm sure there's a spot right here. You want to create him so it looks like he's in a natural environment, and I find the sheet moss does that beautifully. Same thing, we're going to put that there, and I just go all the way around. The back, all it has in the back is sheet moss. It has nothing else. Little spot there. Get that in. Now I'm just going to turn it towards me. I'm sorry, but it's kind of one of those things. Oh, I think it's so nice. Yeah. Not bad for doing it backwards. That's because it's easy. Anyways, there you go. This is our Easter arrangement for you. Use your imagination. Switch the colors up if you want to go all purple or all white or whatever your little heart desires. It's not difficult. It's just plain fun. And happy Easter and happy March, and I hope that you enjoy March's arrangement. Thanks again.